Is getting us underway. It's time for the Scorpion to show us how much sting his break has. And for a Scorpion, I'm disappointed that he's cut breaking, but it's a pretty nice break and a pretty good opening opportunity for Ceaser Chandiga.
Yeah, these have opened pretty nicely for him. A little bit congested on the right-hand side, but an opportunity all the same to get going and ease himself into the Challenger Series.
There is his opponent, Alex Cameron, fresh off the back of a big win over Gary Carr. His first experience out there in the main arena with Ultimate Pool as well. I know from speaking to him he felt pretty relaxed, which is a good place to be, but it's all very well and good to almost showing a relaxed persona and facade. It's really about how you feel on the inside.
Yeah, it's when you're on the shot, when you get going. But I think all the kind of nerves and all that sort of stuff, that'll go when you get to the table and you get into the match. Right now, he's watching on. And that first shot from Ceaser was excellent. Just got himself in a good position. Those three on the right-hand side could have become a problem. He hasn't allowed that to happen, and now the table is open and ready to be cleaned up.
Yeah, did his work very tidily. Did the Scorpion. As we often talk about, pretty much every single Monday night and every single series event, every single visit to the table, you always have to continue to play good shots. And I tell you what, for frame number one, with the pool world watching, this has been a very, very impressive start from Ceaser Chandiga. I know plenty of viewers were expecting nothing less.
It just looked messy from ball one. One shot in, it looked almost a certainty. It's a very impressive start.
That is first, surely, from what his opponent has just produced.
It's where you've got to respond, though. Find a break of your own and get into this match.
Plenty of power. And that is a brilliant break. He has a little bit of work to do. Left side of the table has come out slightly awkward.
It looks like two balls have come together here on the left-hand side. But balls flying in everywhere. They came across the break a touch, but still drove plenty of power through. And unless he's got the perfect angle on the red to left centre to break out the ball at the bottom straight away,
which he may do,
which he may have, then reds would be a challenge, and therefore you probably need to work yellows. But it looks like he's got the red.
Yeah, he's landed beautifully. Big first shot, has to get it right. If he doesn't, he's going to struggle to get out. And he's a little unlucky. Caught the yellow full in the face. Had to play a really good shot there, did Alex. And I think now you'll see him tuck up and try and find some kind of safety shot. Well, what a shot. Have some of that. The plant up the table to develop the reds. One of the shots of the weekend so far. Alex Cameron saying to Ceaser Chandiga, anything you can do.
Yeah, this is a challenge as well, though.
Oh, hello. Oh, we're going to have a match, folks. What a start this is. First match on the main arena table. We've seen a consummately professional opening dish from the Scorpion. And we've seen a showboat finish from Alex Cameron. What a start.
Kind of finished in between here, but it's just commit. I mean, it's easy whichever way you go. Don't overthink it. What a start this is. How about that from the two players? He's okay, he's okay. He's okay.
Heart in his mouth for a second.
Big shot from Alex, and it was always going to leave a challenging next shot as well, but just the confidence to take it on, knowing he's so far through a finish. Very impressive.
And the pot to top right wasn't easy.
Exactly. In some ways, that was a harder shot.
And Ceaser's cut break once again has led him to a awkward leave. It is dry, so it will be Alex first to the table, but this is not a nice layout at all.
I think the yellows are doable, though. You've only got one yellow that's actually tied up. I believe the 8 ball passes the red to top right.
That makes a big difference. If that's the case, then you're absolutely spot on. Yellows are not too bad. I sort of assumed that the 8 ball didn't go, which made it a massive problem.
And when you've got so many balls near your only problem ball, it's not really a problem. Might even go without moving it, although I'd be surprised if he doesn't. You still want to attack your balls early, so you would want to solve that minor issue in the next couple of shots, just to then allow yourself to plot the route to the 8 ball. If he plays the one to right centre and screws out off it, he's got to be careful not to let the red go and get in the way of anything. It shouldn't, but just don't overhit it.
Reminder, if you are just joining us, you're watching the Ultimate Pool Challenger Series Tier 1. Ceaser Chandiga, his first Ultimate Pool event, parachuted into Tier 1 of the Challenger Series.
That's slightly awkward. We're starting to just get into a little bit of trouble here. The red that's top of the break line here is playing quite big because of the angle that he's playing this yellow and where he wants to get to. That red is actually playing big, and still want to leave a good last angle onto the 8 ball as well. So challenge ahead here.
Big shot here. Cue ball is so important. Lands underneath. And if he's got a slight angle to stun back to track up the table, he's played a lovely shot. Looks slightly too straight from this perspective.
You may have to take the higher one and then drop it in. Might use the red. Can leave a bad angle though, but the 8 ball goes from, oh, he's okay, he's on the bottom one. So he was fine.
Yeah, he's actually played a lovely shot there. Because now he's got certainly enough angle to track up the table. He just has to avoid the minefield of reds on the way. Oh, he's found a good line. I tell you what a start to this match. Great advertisement for Challenger Series pool. Now you see the 8 ball sails into the pocket. An excellent start from Alex.
Good break and clearance from Alex in his first break, but I just felt he came across the front ball just a touch. He's come across it again. You see the spots on the stripe on the cue ball just spinning on the spot, but he's squaring up the front ball beautifully, just catching with quite a bit of side.
Parking that cue ball.
His turn to be dry. Oh, big miss. big miss. Just starting to analyse the table and think, is this going to be another good potential for a run out? And we see our first mistake in the match, and it's a fairly careless one, you have to say.
This was his key yellow to land on, and land on it he has. Oh, what a shot. Alex Cameron is showboating. I think that yellow still goes to top left as well.
Bridging over the red just makes things slightly trickier, but not too much to do here. The yellow top right, top left, it's not a great ball for the 8-ball. Doesn't have a great ball for the 8-ball unless he's prepared to go for the double, which most players are these days. And I'd suggest with the layout he's got, that might be the way here. One of the yellows bottom right, the furthest right, and then that is the perfect place to be. If you're straight enough on the yellow to bottom left now, just pull it back to roughly where it is now, and then you're just on the natural line. As long as you're missing the red at the top of the table. Straight in on the final yellow gets you on the double. Yeah, that should work as well. Drop it through and yellow the opposite middle, or pull it back. Careful of the right side pocket. But he's got options. And this is the same deal as even the one he's just played, as a connection to the double. You're dropping it in and you're leaving the perfect one that you really shouldn't miss. Well, decides to play for it into the centre or the corner. Personal preference, I guess, but this is arguably harder than the double would have been if it just dropped it in dead weight. Some players would rather play these shots than doubles. And then it goes. Committed to what he was doing, and okay, he's got another opportunity then. Just the one error in the match, enough to be 2 frames behind. The mood that Alex is in, you feel he can't afford to make too many more. So pressure on, making this finish. Once again, I think this isn't as bad as it looks. There's plenty of room for that 8-ball at the top. And the one yellow that may be awkward because it looks tied up by the red isn't really. And you've got balls by it to open it up if you need to. If that yellow doesn't pass to the left corner, the one he's just moved, or left centre, argue that made it harder. If you'd left it where it was, it probably was easier into right centre than where it is now. Probably felt he was getting a slightly thinner contact on the yellow and was knocking it on to bottom right. That's okay though. That will do.
Judged that perfectly. Very good shot.
Oh, if he's absolutely straight, it's not ideal. You'd love a little bit of angle just to get out. Yeah, and that's the problem. Now he's got angle on the next shot. He's taken him away from where he wants to be, so might have to play this one with... I mean, good news is he's got the path just to play this with confidence and punch it out and back across, but making the cue ball move, bad things happen.
Yeah, big shot here.
Maybe he's straight enough to hold. Yeah, he was straight enough to hold. You can just see on that angle there. And you have to say, he has worked this finish nicely.
Yeah, it's a lovely shot. It's a lovely finish. It's been an incredibly high standard match so far. Third of Ceaser Chandiga, because his presence online is enormous. His fans are so vociferous with their support. And when you build up that kind of a reputation, and he's won big titles. He won the Commonwealth tournament they had recently in Mauritius in the hay ball, beat Chris Melling in the quarterfinals. You know, when you build up that kind of reputation, people sort of want to see what you're all about, and a great opportunity for people to come and see Ceaser live.
Yeah, it definitely has created a buzz. It's been very real. Obviously, a lot of people want to watch, but that comes with expectation. But he's always dealt with that well. Tough leave this for Alex. His biggest challenge so far.
You know he's going for it though.
Yeah, has he landed on anything here? Is he on anything at all? Very thin. I don't think that's on. Thin top right, no. Does the plant go? Can he make this into the side? It's tight past the red, but I think it goes. Just flicks the red. It wasn't the full pocket. And first mistake from Alex.
And you can see immediately his attention turned to what have I left?
Not a lot. Those two yellows are awkward. Yes, there's an opening ball on here. There's a couple. But neither inviting.
He's cutting and flying in. That's unlucky.
Wow.
That's really unlucky.
That's such an excellent ball to try and track into the problem. This is very, very unfortunate.
2 kisses to go middle pocket there is so tough. And the yellows were wide open as well. Cue ball in hand then for Alex Cameron.
Yeah, and this is a really good chance now on reds. It's just changed the table completely. Get this first shot right, you're in just drop-in territory. As long as you're okay to drop this in right centre and just follow through a couple of rolls, you should get out here pretty consistently.
Race to 7, remember, or 50 minutes on the match clock at the bottom of your screen. If that gets down to 0, we will take the result as it stands right there. The way these two are playing, that's not going to be a concern. They're playing quickly, they're playing well.
That's a really poor shot. I don't think it's a very good choice of shot, but it also wasn't a terrible, you could go that way. I think it was slightly easier to just drop that in and take the red at the bottom of the table, because if you land straight in, you got top right, top left is where all the room is to get on that 8 ball. You'd have had such a wide margin of error. The problem with going the way he went was that he's overscrewed it by so far that now actually he's working pretty hard here.
So much so he had to play the double. That's a huge mistake from Alex. Huge mistake.
if he screws that back a foot less than where he is, 2 foot less than where he is, 3 foot less than where he's still fine. He overscrewed it to a point where it was a problem. But I still maintain it. I think it was an easier finish going the other way around. But if he finishes anywhere in the middle of the table, it wouldn't have been a challenge for him to leave the red nearest the 8 ball as a last ball.
Crazy, really, to when you've got that much margin of error, and essentially if you go long, you're dead in the water. To be so far over is just so unexpected.
It is a reactive table. This beautiful Ultimate Pool CPBA cloth is without doubt the best cloth I've ever played on, and a number of the top players are saying the same thing. But it is reactive, and let's give Alex a little bit of leeway. That this is, I know he's 4 visits into playing on this table, but it's the first time he's had to kind of play a shot like that.
Yeah, feel shot, if you like.
All the more reason why I prefer the other way around.
We had to really drive that. That's a hell of a shot. Finished off angle there, he was short. Ceaser Chandiga rakes of left-hand side to run that around the angles. And so 8 ball's going to go in, and if you watch Ultimate Pool on a Monday night, you might be celebrating, but a reminder, in international rules, which we are playing, 8 ball just comes back up on its spot. He has made another ball, so Ceaser will still be at the table.
And it's another good layout. It really is. Good access around, good connections. Assuming the 2 reds are a plant, or very comfortable plant to the top left, you'd expect this to not be too bad. But you can get left side if it is awkward, which he might try and do now that he's coming down the table first. Thought he might leave these 2 for his last 2, but actually...
Oh, no. And again,
same pocket.
2 mistakes Ceaser has made. So he was unlucky with the in off. I don't really want to call that a mistake. But the 2 mistakes that he's made, the missed pots, were pretty straightforward. And you can see there he's trying to be cute and nick a bit of angle, but you've still got to make sure they fall.
I don't think he's left anything really comfortable here for Alex. No, he probably has. So he must be really like this shot because he can go up the table comfortably. So he just fancied that was the better way to try and deal with the half the problem he had down the table.
He's got fantastic vision as Alex Cameron. That's 3 or 4 times now that he's played that kind of shot where it's ball off a ball to, create an angle that might not be there. It's gone wrong once, but he's played a couple of very good shots, and he's looking here for the combo. Or is it just loss of turn? He was looking for the loss of turn and to cover that cue ball behind the yellow. He's not managed to do it, and I wonder if Ceaser here has an option to be aggressive.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice. It is, because even if he doesn't hide even if he doesn't leave access to the reds at the top of the table, which he has, and that may be the better shot here for Ceaser. The way he played that, let's say he did get the cue ball behind the yellow, he would have left the combination on, the skill shot on, for Ceaser, who will have felt forced into taking it on. So he was going to be leaving an opportunity one way or another. From hampered queuing, though, unlikely to take it on. Right, no attempt. Oh, that's interesting. Oh my, we could be in for some fun here because there's no access to that yellow now. Maybe a ball at most.
Yeah, maybe if he's flat on that side rail he can get through, but it doesn't look like it.
That's really, tough for Ceaser because he wants the loss of turn there, and he has got the cue ball into a good spot that he would have left Alex in some trouble here. But now with the yellow staying on the table, I would say that was a free shot for him, but it was more comfortable. think the way he's going about this, I think he's really happy that there's plenty of room for that yellow at the bottom. You wouldn't be going about this in this way unless it doesn't go, unless there's no gap at all, in which case he's just playing straight for a re-rack here, or a free hit at it and then a re-rack.
Well, our referee, Arch Tesgale's just come round to have a look at it himself. He's interested. It must be close.
Well, he's looking at the angle here. So he's looking at the angle of leaving 3/4 ball on the yellow to top right, coming down. Problem is, you might not land nice on the 8 ball here. If you're going to me, it's strange. If you're going to play that sort of shot, you want to play it as early as possible when there's other balls to be on the table.
This is do or die. This is absolutely do or die if he's playing into it here. Well, no, he's playing for the cushion.
He's happy there's a gap. Yeah, Orich has another look now, but I have to say, from the main camera, it looks no chance. From the overhead, it looks absolutely no problem.
Flew in.
No problem.
And that's what you get in English pool, which you don't get in any other form of this game. The smaller white just enables shots like that to happen. I'm convinced if the cue ball's the same size as the object ball, that's impossible.
Certainly less room. I agree with you completely.
In goes the 8 ball for a 4-3. That will come in with 10 minutes left of the match, just to speed these two along a little bit.
Yeah, it may not though. Look at the way they're playing. Just it's a visit each, isn't it? Basically, we've only had a couple of frames where it's not been off the break, and they're both breaking well. They're both taking their chances by and large pretty well. Just a couple of bad missed pots really from Ceaser that stand out. Yeah, these aren't bad. I think there's enough room to play the plant yellow top left, not from here obviously. Therefore, if you can make one of the two top right, whichever one you feel most comfortable, get yourself into the visit, then it's about landing nicely once. The rest is fairly clean. Even the one on the cushion shouldn't be a problem. You should get this right. You should land on it. Second shot. Maybe too far. Is he perfect? Yeah, the way he's looking, I think he's absolutely perfect here. Now it's just about getting yourself out, getting yourself on the one on the cushion, and there's room for everything. Very nice. Just attacking it, just trying to connect the harder balls up, and one more good, I think he should take it now, so one more good piece of cueing and he should get himself out. He might, if he was an extra 6 inches closer, he definitely would take it.
Yep. He's going to take another chance to get closer.
So the question now becomes, does he get better on it? But he's got so much room, don't really see it being a problem. Also works perfectly as a last ball, so it really isn't. We're just looking for a problem here.
Touchy shot here if he wants to land really nicely. I think he's just
okay.
about okay.
Yeah. Again, it comes down to opinions and debate whether he should have taken it earlier on. Would that have been easier than what he's ended up with? It's either way. It's not really too much of a challenge to take this at the beginning of any frame. Really, a drop in to leave a drop in, albeit from the cushion.
This 8 ball for a 5-3 lead and 2 away from the victory. Cool, and it goes. Cracker Shane Thompson in the Facebook comments, supporting his mate Alex.
Similar parts of the world, both southwest.
Well, I tell you what, he's definitely playing better than Shane did earlier on this table.
Yeah, yes. No comment.
So Alex Cameron here with the chance to go 6-3 in front.
Yellow on the left-hand side, it looks really easy because if you were ball in hand, you'd pick it up, you couldn't miss it. It's not that easy to, it's easy for it to go wrong. There is not much room. So this is just one of those finishes where you can make the game look unbelievably easy, but one slight misstep, you can just come unstuck.
Oh, and that's exactly what's happened, is it?
He's on the one to top right, so he's got a backup plan. It's not the ball he played for. He's also touching the yellow as well, so he could have a fun option out there, but the one top right's the way to go here. It's just, I believe that was his ball to get on the yellow that's guarded, and playing it from further away and slightly off angle where he was planning to be right behind it and straight means that, yeah, look at the angle. It's now easier to miss your window. Oh, he played that nice. Oh, he played that really nice. Punched it in a way where he was staying in his window for a very long time there.
Great gap to find. And now Alex Cameron is comfortable.
Interested to know which way round he'll go. If you were dead, would you go right centre? And he's just off angle, so I think he'd end up behind the red. But I think you'd rather go right centre and then bottom left, because it's all you're staying in your lines. So just pinch the pocket and bring it back a few rolls. Wow, didn't see that coming. But he didn't want that red to become a problem ball, so he's balled it all the way back.
Accepts distance. Been a nice clean line.
First time he showed anything out there for me. He's just decided to go and, if this is 0-0 or 2-2 out in the main arena, not out on the TV table, does he go and do that walk around, or does he just get down and knock it in like he has everything else? I mean, he still shouldn't be a problem, but is he just overthinking this one?
Cue ball. Goodness me. Gasps around the arena. Alex Cameron goes on the hill. One away. As we take a look around the tables here at the Ultimate Pool Series, you're watching the Pro Series last 32 here between Phil Harrison, former world champion, Dom Cooney, former Ultimate Pool Pro Series champion. This is a race to 8, and Phil Harrison is about to secure the victory to Cambridgeshire teammates, and Dom Cooney is eliminated out of Pro Series event number 5. You can see the pair of them remain great friends.
Yeah, tough loss for Dom, but that is a tough matchup. There's a few of them from that part of the world. Tough when they get to play each other.
It's safe to say there are a fair few watching. It is packed around that arena. And a glimpse as well to see some of the 80-odd other tables in use around this fabulous venue here at the Bolton Wanderers Stadium.
Yeah, you see that big screen as well. You can go and have a watch from anywhere in the venue as well. So everybody in the venue has a vantage point for this main TV stage as well, which is really cool for the players.
And a Ceaser Chandiga is to make the comeback, it needs to start right here. Dry break from Alex, and Ceaser now has to find his killer instinct.
Doesn't have a great opener here. He's got a red to right centre, but it's taking on a poor line. It's a tricky opener, but if he can, he'll have one ball to deal with, and then the reds are pretty good. Just wonder if he can punch this in and try and deal with the red and yellow together at the same time. He's cutting it back. Okay, Keeble's going to be running a little loose here. Oh, he had the gap to the yellows, which are much easier. Much easier. Didn't think he had a yellow on. That changes things. Because the two yellows at the top of the table actually go. So every yellow has a pocket. It's not landed perfect yet, though. And it's another miss. It's been the same pocket 3 times.
Just don't expect it. Was watching the line of the cue ball, I think, as much as the pot. But that is a big miss, and it might be his final miss of this tournament. Alex Cameron with a fantastic opportunity to get the job done, although that couldn't have gone much worse.
I'm not sure whether he was just trying to pull that back and go into the red and yellow together just in a nice kind of controlled bump, or he was just trying to pull back to leave the red that he's bumped or one of the other two at the top of the table to go into it. But he got his line all wrong. And he's given himself extra work. I think he's missed his cannon there as well. He's trying to get to that yellow and red that he's made awkward with his first shot.
That one was a long way off. So Ceaser gets a life.
Chance is harder this time than it was previously. Where does the yellow underneath the 8 ball go? You can deal with the two that look awkward in the bottom half, or the one nearest the bottom left, because you can get to the left hand side of it pretty comfortably here. You could. He was trying to go above that. He didn't want to go into it.
Yeah, it's a tricky layout here. Could just slide that in, but potting balls at the moment seems like a good way to lose this frame.
Problem
Reds
is,
are still awful.
Yeah, they are. I think the red, if that red goes into the right centre, then the loss of turn's no option. You don't want to open up this red and yellow together at the top. Got to be so careful not to make that open.
So plays safe and hopes. Tried to cover up the 8 ball there, hasn't managed to.
You could be tempted here. You can be tempted. It's a big shot required. Do you take the yellow that you're underneath or above right now? 8 ball goes top left. You take it all on and go here because you're running out of time and you're feeling under pressure. Or do you just continue to play the patient game? It is the latter.
12 and a half minutes left. We will be hearing the 15-second shot clock once we get to 10 minutes, if we get to 10 minutes. Oh, Alex Cameron put all his chips on that red, and now he's in big trouble. Had to bump that red.
I don't think he's got the angle either way around. I don't think he's got the angle here. I think he's going into the 8-ball, and if he took the other one, if it goes, I think he would.
Doesn't want that to drop. It stays up. I think Ceaser, if he's patient and clever here, can really make Alex suffer in this frame. Two reds that are hanging over pockets. Lots of turns available if you can find the angles.
Don't think he's got one here, but I'm with you. I'd rather be yellows right now.
He was looking for it. It was a tough cross double to try and make that loss of turn. But reds are really tricky.
I think it's the one on the break line that's the bigger problem. I do think you can make a plant with the one on the left-hand side and take the one over the bottom pocket to get there. So it's the one on the break line that's the issue, and that's why he's opening it up here. This is a slight gamble, but because the 8-ball is where it is and the red block in the pocket, not that big a gamble. I think that was well worth it.
As Ceaser played his last shot, because I feel like Alex Cameron will be going here.
I think Ceaser would like him to go, in all honesty. I really do.
It may well be the percentage play, but it comes laced with that jeopardy.
That really is putting the pressure on now, because
Yeah.
that's bumped the 8-ball in. It's got. But this is where'd you go here for Ceaser?
Can you play a loss of turn at the bottom of the table and hide the white?
You can. You're natural here. You're natural. And float down. Don't overhit it. Oh, he's overhit it and hit the gap.
15-second shot clock has killed him on the transition.
It's not the end of the world. He hasn't left it super easy unless he's left the plant on. And I think he's left the sight of the red, but not enough to make the plant. So he's looking for another option, which is safety. But if Ceaser had got that shot right, oh, and Alex hasn't got it right. But if he got that shot right, as in left the cue ball pretty close to the bottom cushion, he would have had Alex under a world of trouble. And as it happens, Alex has played a loose safety shot himself, and Ceaser is going to have an opportunity to win this frame, and it's probably going to require a combination shot on the 8-ball.
Fifteen-second shot clock is very much a factor in this match now.
Got some action on that one. Sort of shot that players have been struggling to play on the new CPBA cloth, to get that level of grit with the check side. Brilliant shot. Now, he's got enough angle here if he wanted to get cute with this, but I think you back yourself, drop this in, get right behind the combination and make it. Yeah, he's played for the combination. No attempt to go into it there, none whatsoever. And if he puts the cue ball in the middle of the top cushion in playing this, or anywhere near the sort of top right-hand side, if play it with screw to make it a little bit easier, then you're not leaving anything easy on either.
Massive shot. And he's nailed it. Brilliant shot from Ceaser Chandiga. And the Scorpion stays alive.
Yeah, it was calm, wasn't it? It was very calm. Very clear idea of what he was doing when he came to the table. You saw the frustration for Alex there in that frame. It almost felt like it wasn't a flawless match, but he'd made, one mistake until that point, and he just could tell that he was frustrated he didn't put the match to bed. He's got some late match drama here because he hasn't put it away. He's still massive favourite to win the match, but it's not guaranteed.
Just an aside here, as Ceaser breaks off in frame 11, Declan Brennan is 2 balls away from beating Ian Alley 8-0. Ceaser Chandiga is dry. Chance again for Alex Cameron to win the match. Now, for all of Alex's undoubted accomplishments, super junior player, mentioned earlier, beat Tom Cousins in this year's European Championships. What he hasn't had a huge amount of experience of is the 15-second shot clock. And even on a finish like this, where he's played an excellent first shot, these finishes can come unravelled very quickly. He's hit a lovely gap there. Has he just tracked a fraction far? I think he wanted to hold on the one he's closest to now. Going away from his work here. Holds on the reds. Slightly sticky situation.
Yeah, 15 seconds never fails, does it? Just puts you under it enough.
Oh, that's a good shot. Really good shot.
Yeah, loaded it up just to check it up off the cushion, and he's left a beautiful angle here, so it is back in good shape.
Has he come far enough? Oh,
Far enough to be perfect.
goodness me. Well, this match is over. And what a performance from Alex Cameron, you have to say. Both players have made this a great match to watch. But Alex Cameron is the man who will be victorious. And what a start to his weekend. Massive win over Gary.